In this track, you will be heading over to the meadow. You will learn about succession, controlled burns, and more about the relation with deer. If you recall the zebra mussels, they are not the only species that is invasive at the Salamonie reservoir. The deer are another big problem. If you haven't noticed by now, there is dozens upon dozens of these. That's because the deer are also an invasive species. The reason the deer have become an invasive species is due to the hawks and vultures. Over the year, these hawks and vultures have changed their appetite from the large deer to the little squirrels and chipmunks. Now there are barely any predators to kill them due to this appetite change. So when you get to the meadow, you should see at least one. We are now going to move on to something that causes changes in the environment, which is called succession. Succession is the changes of an environment or ecosystem over a period of time. There are two types of succession, primary and secondary. Secondary succession is very common at the reservoir. Ways to speed up or slow down this process is to use controlled burns. Controlled burns are used to clear out an area that may be unused by nature. After the burn is done, things will grow back and have life again. So you could say, to make life, you have to make death first. The problem with speeding up this process is that you may not have life in that area for some time. Well, over this trip you've learned things that you maybe were unsure about, and we hope that this podcast has helped you along your way and easy to follow our field guide. We're glad you enjoyed this trip and hope you will now notice to your environment and come back again soon.